I'm Matt, and in this video I'll be explaining to you why exactly you should be ramming every enemy tank in sight. Now this is, again, I've chosen a special video here, and I do an insane amount of damage to an enemy tank, and then literally it's over 1,000 damage which I cause to a tank by ramming it, and I want you to learn from this as well. And again, this is part one of a series of videos specifically around ramming. And in this game, as you can see on the screen, is that I'm in the E50M, which is a tier 10 tank, and I will be featuring this tank and the E50 as well. And I'm absolutely in love with the E50 and the E50M, and the reason why I'm in love with these tanks is because for some peculiar reason World of Tanks have classed them as medium tanks. So they've got like a moderate amount of hit points, they're really nimble, and they turn on a sixpence as well. Now, going off subject slightly, is that we're on a map called Cliff. Now, if you've not seen this yet, there is a path to get up to the lighthouse in Cliff. Now, this was put in version 8, and thank you so much, World of Tanks, for putting this in, because what you've allowed me to do, I was a ramming nut beforehand, and what World of Tanks allowed me to do is give me a massive height advantage on every enemy attack on there. So that if you think about the map Cliff, is that if you look on the mini map on the right hand side to the point over in, what's that, H8 and 9, so you always get enemy tanks over there, and that's exactly why I've risked going up this hill, is because I want to land on top of them and I want to cause serious damage. Now what you also notice that climbing up this hill is that you can I've even taken the E100 up this hill as well, so any tank can get up this hill. Now you'll also see that I've got, because we're up really high, is that we get such a competitive advantage over the other enemy tanks, is because we can see them from the top. So that AMX 1375 is that if he'd come back a bit, he's mine, and you'll see me looking for there's a T44 and something else later, is that I'm looking for those tanks, and I can shoot them if they come across. Now there will be a low in a moment, which makes the silly mistake of just driving straight across the top, and that's not the norm. But you'll also see that now, okay, I've had my fun, let me have a look over the edge. So I've come to look over the edge because I've had brilliant wins here before, and no punters yet, but there is a very lucky punter, and I will give him a slap of his life in a few moments. Now there is a T54 coming up the hill, and I am mentally calculating is that if I drive straight across, will I be able to hit him for enough damage? Now, because I'll be bouncing around too much, because that bit there is really rough, I decide against it, and instead that we get a nice little punter up here, the low. Now the E50M has got a much more powerful gun than the E50, and you can see that it picked off there 320 damage on there, and I can hit him again now as well, and we'll do a sensible amount of damage to him again as well, 401, which isn't bad for a tier 10 tank for it, but and again it is better than the E50, so not to diss the E50M too much. Now and again you can see, look, I'm on the top of the hill, and this could be you could be on top of the hill getting this height advantage, and again I'm hunting to see if I can pick a trace on them, and I can't, so I'm bored of that now. And brilliant! 2 punters for me. This is just absolutely brilliant. Now there's no holding back here. This was the sole purpose I was coming up here for, and that's it. And you can change the view so you can see me coming down. Wait for it, 1,177 damage and the kill for it. That guy never expected some noob, especially in a tier 10 tank, to drive off the top of the hill. Now to win battles, you need to think about what your competition are expecting to happen, and then to deliver the complete reverse of that. That guy no way expected me to drive off that hill. Now if that was you in any tier tank, they would not expect you to do that, okay? And that's what you need to deliver, and that's what I deliver to my enemy when I'm playing World of Tanks. Now I just got a little one in the rear by that T54. Now that was one of my best rams ever in the E50 series. Now this is followed by the worst ram ever. Now this is just embarrassing. I'm going to shut up and let you see what I've just done. I've just driven straight into a rock. So not all rams go to plan, okay? And that's okay. That's okay. And you've got to be a little bit careful with the tanks as well. And I'll cover this in extra parts. Is that so the E50 and the E50M is that the power to weight ratio in them is that you can push pretty much any tank. Now there are some tanks which you definitely do not ram. And again, from experience on this one, is that you don't ram a Jag Panzer E100, you don't ram a Mao, for example, and definitely don't ram an E100. But besides that, or a KV5, oh, bad experience with KV5s, they're just like hitting a wall. And again, I'm just using the map to my advantage. It saw me just drive down the hill. Is that we can do that in version 8. So do that again, because if there was an RT down there, they wouldn't expect you to drive over the hill. So drive over the hill, deliver what they don't expect. And again, I'll pick up 2 artillery kills in here, and that was completely irrelevant. But the point is that they don't expect you to be in these places on the map. They don't expect you to come off the top of the map, and in any tank you can ram your enemy, and it confuses them as well. Now again, this one was a rare case. I got 1,177 damage, but what I would like you to do is try and ram your enemy. Next time you're up close and personal with an enemy tank, is get in there and push them around. They just don't expect it. And I'll include some of the videos, a couple of games which we played today. Your enemy just does not expect you to be pushed around. They don't expect you to be in their face, pushing them around. Again, if you've got the bigger tank, then you've got the advantage. You can push them around, and they don't know. And again, their aim goes off when that happens too. So I'm Matt. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I hope I've been able to show you that why delivering complete insanity can sometimes work. Thank you ever so much for watching.